Hey everybody, Sammy here at SFI Sports Cards, back with another video, and today, call it a VR if you like, I'm giving props to my guy Jason over at Basement Card Collector. I've been a fan of Jason's channel for quite some time, and I enjoy interacting with him both on and off of YouTube. I think we've been in touch for about a year and a half. Talking cards, sports, trivia. We would trade Immaculate Grid scores with each other. We exchanged gifts. So today's video is dedicated to you, my friend, and your 3-year YouTube journey. Now, my YouTube journey started March 27th, 2022. Coming up on 3 years myself. And I actually just found that out. It's crazy. I'm primarily a baseball card collector, but I love pretty much all decades, all eras of cards, multiple sports. But I do love 80s cards, probably is my wheelhouse. Not everybody's cup of tea, but it's when I started collecting. It's when I started watching sports, and I believe you are of your time. Well, let's start off strong and show some cards here. Now I know this is going to sound crazy, and some collectors may have trouble wrapping their heads around this, but you are allowed to like cards that are not tops. I know it's crazy, but here is a favorite of Jason's, and probably my favorite card of this player. And as you can see, we have a Dawson right here autograph. But here we have a 1987 Fleer Andre Dawson. Look at this image. Just a bad mamma jamma. I love how he's got that barrel pointed right at the camera. Sorry, not a Cubs uni, Jason, but I know you still appreciate anything to do with the Hawk. That is an awesome looking card. Let's keep it rolling with another 80s Fleer. And another Jason favorite. Let's go to 1983 Fleer, Ryne Sandberg. Look at this uniform. Wow. Cubs, bring this back immediately. The pinstripes, the high stirrups, all Cubby blue. This looks so sick, this uniform. And I love how they have this photo on the back. Headshot there of Sandberg. Well, that's one of his rookie cards. And I had to throw this one in here from 1988 Topps. One of my favorite cards of the set. Cubs legend. Baseball card legend. Card number 717. Jay Baller. Just look at this beautiful specimen. "6'7", 225 pounds of pure testosterone-filled man meat. The Phillies drafted him in 1979, a year after they drafted Sandberg, and they would go on to be Cubs teammates. Love this card. Jay Baller. Like I said before, I am primarily a baseball collector, but I always have a love for boxing. Here is my Filipino brother, 2011 Allen and Ginter Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. So much fun watching his fights. It was really a big event. Big fight feel every time out. Go watch his fight against Miguel Cotto, where you will see a young Derek Jeter sitting about 3 rows back, middle of the ring, can't miss him. But pretty much any one of his fights is just epic. So, love the Pac-Man. What do we got next? How do we go old school? 1910 T220 Mecca cigarettes. Patsy Driscoll card. Love the artwork here. See, he's giving this the old right hook. But look at this background. Where I'm sure some of these fights, may have taken place back then. Boxing was huge back then. Probably along with horse racing, probably is America's top sports. If I'm wrong, you can just tell me in the comment section. But that's what I've heard. Very cool card there. Okay. What else do I collect? Let's move on to hockey. I'm a Pittsburgh Penguins fan. Here we have a second-year Mario Lemieux, one of my favorites of his. Loved those unis back then. We got the all-black helmet. I do also love the all-yellow helmets that they wore back then. Everybody knows Mario, his story, just amazing. But that is a great looking card here too. Super Mario. Another hockey card. Now this one's crazy. 1986 Topps. Patrick Waugh. Rookie card. Look at that equipment. Love it. This was actually gifted to me by my friend Matt over at The Card Story. Gifted, I said. A Patrick Waugh rookie card just gifted to me. When I opened this mail, all I could think was, Matt, what's wrong with you? Like, you are insane. So generous of Matt to send me this. Just crazy. One of the best ever at his position. Last hockey card. Another goalie. This was pack pulled on video from this box right here. That was graciously sent to me by our friends Mike and Uki over at Leaf Fan Down Under. Amazing channel for hockey, rugby, soccer. Check them out. But we have future Hall of Famer Carey Price I pulled. Patch auto 3 of 5. I remember when I pulled this out of the pack, like I didn't even know what to say. I was like speechless. But that is the beauty of pulling these cards out of packs. I pulled this out of a pack and I'm not even a breaker. That's amazing, isn't it? Now, speaking of Hall of Famers, this next card I was pulling out for this video while I was watching another video from, yes, Hall of Famer Dylan at Double D Vintage. he showed a fabulous 1988 Topps Tiffany Nolan Ryan Record Breakers card. So, here is another one of those that will fit into my Rickey Henderson Tiffany collection. But this is the Don Mattingly Record Breakers, along with Rickey Henderson on there. So that does qualify for my Rickey Henderson Tiffany collection. First thing that comes to mind with these cards is the bold red background. It just looks amazing, especially on these Tiffany cards. That's awesome. This card really takes me back to my fandom of the 1980s Yankees when I started watching them. Now these two also have a 1987 Leaders card together. So I'll be looking for the Tiffany of that as well, with the wooden border. Awesome. Just you can't get enough of cards, can you? You all know that just by, watching and doing videos yourself. You guys know. But let me take a little break for a minute. Now, Dylan, he just released a video, maybe like an hour ago, which I will be watching right after this. And when you go watch it, you'll notice that he is donning the SFI Sports Cards apparel, well, which I'm extremely appreciative of, Dylan. If you'd like to get your hands on one, go over to TeePublic, TeePublic. Link will be in the description. Get yourself a t-shirt. But they also have hoodies, tank tops, hats, coffee mugs, banners, stickers, magnets. And if you're feeling frisky, you can rest your head at night on this image right here, because you can get pillows as well. But for the shirts, multiple colors. If that's what your heart desires, then go for it. So if you're interested to, picking up something for yourself, I do recommend getting a larger size than normal, as the shirts fit quite snug. But, if you want to look jacked, like Adam over at Vintage Sanctuary or Theo at Clemente Collector, check out their channels and you'll see. Maybe the snug fit is just for you. But they have deals on that site all the time, so, if you go on there and you don't see a deal, look out for discounts, because they do have them. Okay, got that out of the way. Moving on to some older stuff. Now, we all know Jason is a Cubs fan. And I got here an original Fence Busters card, which, if you know 60s cards, they did have Fence Buster cards then. But here we have a 1936 R313 of the Chicago Cubs Fence Busters, featuring Hall of Famer Billy Herman is in here. I know Jason is, dabbling into the vintage here and there. I don't even call this vintage, but to me, they're just old cards. But it is a cool, oversized item. Not much to look at on the back, but, if you're a fan of the Cubs, this is a pretty awesome item to get your hands on. Piece of history right here. Just awesome. Just awesome. Like I said before, cards, photos, whatever you like to collect, it's just so much fun. Now, last card as we wrap up here. I wanted to get another Cubby in here for Jason. Check out this 1911 Hassan T205 of Ed Rulbach. Amazing pitcher. He had an amazing curveball, which was considered one of the best in either league at the time. He is the only player to throw complete game shutouts in a doubleheader. Let that sink in. Will that happen in 2025? I mean, I'm saying no. But yeah, this is an awesome card. I love this this kind of like staining here. It's almost like a tornado stain here. Nice little touch that's on there. Gotta love T205s. So, you know, I just love all cards. Doesn't matter. Decade, genre, era, doesn't matter to me. I just love having like a timeline of history that I can look back on, like in, you know, physical form. It's awesome. Like I said, you guys know. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up. I'm done. Congrats to my friend Jason for the 3-year milestone. Check out his channel. And I will put in links to every channel I mentioned here today. Support them up. All are amazing. So I think I'm going to get a workout in today. I think I'm going to hit a sports memorabilia store to see if I can find some overpriced cards to see what they got. It will be my first time going there, so we'll see how that turns out. But everybody out there, be safe. This YouTube thing is awesome. Glad I'm back. And I will check you all later. Take care, my friends.